popping in. Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that way you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Redmond. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Tackled at the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the ship.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. You know, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
You got three down. Drill green. Yo.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0.
Will Lutz set
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Houston.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
57. Mike, 57.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
from the 7. It's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, quick hitter here. It's complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd down, Redmond. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Redmond, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
29 is the mic. Mic 29. Guys, skates, it's 29 is the mic.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
There ain't no joke out here right now.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play. Even
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. A second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down and goal to go.
And they give this time to the tailback.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Redmond. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
We got three.
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Texans 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Watson now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Down at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll keep it on the ground. Redmond. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A huge loss on the play.
The 24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Preston Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
The score, Chiefs 21, Texans 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Complete.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 8. Mike 8. Danny. Mike 8.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. got his big tight end here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say it was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a two-point conversion away from tying this game up. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. Now it's Watson. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hand. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
On first down, Redmond. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Redmond. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down and 8.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Chiefs, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.